Good morning, America. My name is Danny. I'm a 48-year-old American. This is my show, Danny's Pit. It's not for children, so if you're under the age of 18, please watch something else. What can I talk about today? What could I possibly, on a day like this, what could I bring? Tyree Nichols. This poor guy, I was going to say black man, but it doesn't matter his color. This poor man was beaten to death by 5 black gang members wearing badges. Okay, they're part of this Scorpion SWAT special tactics type of unit. Here's what I've got so far. And they just found this out this morning because desperate, to make this racial. The initial stop was done by a white cop. The white cop stopped him. He didn't comply. The white cop apparently tased him, and Tyree was still able to drive away. And that's where the video cuts to what we've been seeing, where the cop flies up behind the car, and everybody's like, "Get out, motherfucker! Get out! Get on the ground, motherfucker!" They seem so super angry at this traffic stop. And now I kind of think it's coming out why. He made one of them look foolish and got away, and so they're going to teach him a lesson. Desperate to make this racial. It was some politician in Memphis is saying that this is absolute proof that systemic racism is alive and well, especially in police departments. Systemic racism is the view that if you're black and you're young and you're a male, you automatically are at all kinds of disadvantages. You're not going to graduate high school. You're not going to get a good job. You're probably going to end up in prison. And the idea is that if you work in a place like a police department, let me read this to you, all police represent the interest of capitalism and allow state-sanctioned violence. Anyone who works here is complicit with white supremacy. So the black female police chief of Memphis is complicit with white supremacy. And because of all this systemic racism, I guess she's not really a cop, or else how did she climb the ranks all the way up to captain and being a female? White privilege, baby. You got a mostly black police force ran by a black police chief in mostly a black city, which is fine, but you're going to grab the one white guy that tried to stop him and say it all started here, and it all started 200-300 years ago with slavery, Jim Crow, and all this systemic racism and CRT and everything else. I'm not happy the man is dead. I'm actually very sad as a Christian, as a man, as a I don't have kids, but I have nephews and nieces I love. My wife has kids, lots of cousins and stuff. I wouldn't like to see anybody of my family beat down like that in the street over a goddamn traffic stop. The only way that could be justified is if they had their wife's head, severed from her body on his lap. Would a beating like that be probably deserved? This whole thing about, again, BLM. Where in the hell is BLM? Okay, I have been watching video after video after video, and I've seen 2 BLM flags, and they were both draped around big white women. Not that them being big had anything to do with it. I just thought that was kind of funny. But, they wearing them like capes. Just 2 and on white women. The actual BLM themselves, here's what they've done. They've responded with a strong tweet that basically says what I just told you about. If you work for the police and you're being compliant with white supremacy. That was BLM's answer. They haven't paid for his funeral. They haven't said anything about setting up a Tyree Nichols College Fund. They haven't said we're going to make a Tyree Nichols Youth Center. We're not going to get some money together and re-educate our cops. No, they issue a strongly worded tweet and end it with, and we support and back the Nichols family. And to my knowledge and all my digging, and I dig deep, not one penny has been handed over. And they're worth like $90 million. Maybe if Patrice Flowers hadn't bought that $900,000 house in the white gated community she claims to hate so much, they might be able to help bury this guy. It's just, it's another thing with this racism and this division, and I don't give a hell what anybody thinks. This all started with Obama. when he said that Trevor Brown or whoever the hell that kid was, that could have been my son. Right then was when he divided the country. When he said against the white Americans that black kid could have been my son. I mean, his whole purpose for being in office was to divide this country, and we're still divided. And then we get somebody like Trump in who actually wants to fix things. And no, I'm not Mr. The orange man, but he did have some good ideas, and gas was cheaper, and there were eggs on the shelves, and there were jobs, and I mean, more than one job, and things were better. Just admit it, things were better. And as far as this goes, the topic of the pit, being this Tyree thing, I'm not trying to make light of his death in any way, shape, or form. And like I said, I think it's sad. It's sad as a human. It's sad as a brother walking this earth. It's sad as I'm assuming he was a Christian. I hope he was. It's just sad. And that these cops acted that way and that people gave them badges, I mean, they got to pass like psychological tests and stuff to get into that. And if you've seen the video, that was a freaking gang fight. That was a jump. That wasn't a gang fight. That was just a gang on one guy. Just so happened their gang is called police. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit glad it is black on black. Now answer it. Well, I guess they did. Systemic racism is the answer. It's still the white man's fault. That being said, chew on that. Love you. God bless you. Stay vigilant. Keep watching forward. Definitely nowadays, turn around and see who's following you. And all I gotta say after that is God bless you and God bless the United States of America. Have a good day. Oh, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I keep forgetting that part. Thank you.